Good day, welcome back to my neck of the woods. My name is Deco, where I share my experience and my knowledge, hoping to lessen your learning curve along the way. So today I'm going to talk about GoPro head mounts. I have a couple here. I got 4 of them here. 2 are made by GoPro, 1 is an aftermarket, and 1 is homemade. I'm going to tell you how they work for me and sort of my experiences and which one I think probably is the best and which one I use the most. Before I get started, please subscribe to the page, like my videos. You know I like the comments, make some comments, good or bad. Most of my videos are teaching, so this is just going to teach you my experiences and my mistakes I've made kind of with the GoPro mounts. I like to use GoPros, especially for fishing, and that's what I got for you. Okay, so this one clips onto the brim of a hat, like so. You know, here's a hat. Real easy to use, no problems. Clips on the brim of the hat, and you're able to adjust the angle you have. GoPro has an app that you can link to your smartphone, where you can link the camera through Wi-Fi, and then you can look at your phone. Especially with these head mounts, I think getting the angle is difficult, or the angle that you want. Everyone wants something different. I like to get like my hands in the picture. I really don't like the chest mount because I think it just gets in the way of the picture, you know. So I like this will get my hands in, and sometimes if I'm in the kayak, we'll get like the boat and everything like that. But my point of view is all fish, or whatever I'm looking at. I like that. I like that. The chest mount one, like your hands are just in the way of it the whole time. I think it just sort of fumbles the footage, in my opinion. But that's just me. All right, so this one's good. I think this has one of the best point of view, because it fits right on the rim of your hat, and wherever you look, it's going to follow you. I think it's a really good one. But one thing I don't like about, if you're doing some quick videos or you're going to go out for an hour, maybe 2, it's good, but it wears on you. It has this downward pressure on your hat, and it's going to kind of pull the hat forward, and it just makes the back of your neck hurt. Now, I'm getting older. I'm 47 years old, and it just hurts. Maybe if you're younger, it'll work better for you, but that's what I got for this one. Best point of view, but it is problematic for long periods of time. You know, this one right here, this one's also made by GoPro. Slap it on like this. It's good. If you're gonna do some winter fishing and you're gonna be wearing a hat, like a knit hat or something, or a beanie or whatnot, I think this is good. I think it's good for that purpose. For summertime and springtime, I like to wear like a baseball hat anyway, and this doesn't fit over it, and it's problematic for me just to wear this just for the amount of sun that I'm going to get on my head. It has a good point of view, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not bad, but it just, like, after a while, this starts to hurt your forehead. It just has this downward pressure. It's constantly pulling. I know a GoPro isn't that heavy, but you add a little bit extra weight on your head, and it's just problematic. Otherwise, it's relatively comfortable. It has this sort of like rubber that holds it together. It's very adjustable. It fits any size head. I probably got a big head here. Fits any size head, and it works good. It's got a good point of view, but for me, for summertime, where I like to cover up my head, it doesn't work for my purposes all the time. If I'm going to do something quick, in and out, and I want to do some like maybe instructional video or something where I'm showing how I'm going to do something, I think it's good for that. You know, but I plan on using it for maybe like even coming up, maybe doing some instructional videos like knot tying or something like that. You know, but it's good for fishing, but I think I need more coverage here, and it does start to hurt for long periods of time. If you're going to go out on the kayak or boat, or whatever you're going to do for more than a couple hours, you're going to find it's problematic. All right, then there's this one right here. This is a GoPro mount hat. It's an aftermarket. I'm not really sure who makes it. But I think it stinks. I really think it stinks. I thought it was a good idea right here, and I bought it, and there's I have a couple videos on my channel where I went to New Hampshire and I used this. One is called Deep Water Lunkers, and the other one is Fishing Sunset Lake in New Hampshire, if you want to see how this is. It's really difficult. So you put it on, right? And it's relatively uncomfortable inside. It has this sort of stabilizing mounting bracket inside to sort of offset the weight that you have with the problems with these. That's fine. Like I said, it's relatively uncomfortable to wear, but it doesn't give you that downward pressure that like this one gives and this one gives. But what it does do is you have difficulty adjusting this angle to get it past the brim of the hat. You know, the GoPros, if you put it on wide, I like to put it on wide. Put it on wide, and it will pick up everything really close. Makes everything looks kind of makes everything look farther away in a weird sense. But when you have up close things, it's gonna pick up that brim of the hat. So like I have my phone a lot of times, and I'll it's like hair there. I'll have my phone a lot of times, and I will look at my phone and match them up, and then try to get the right angle. I'll be playing with this and look at my phone, trying to get the right angle. And it's difficult to get past the brim of the hat. And it doesn't pick up your hands. Like inside the kayak, I like to see my feet and what's going on. And sometimes I like to see my hands, like when I hook set, I want to be able to see that and see me reeling and still get my point of view. I like that, as opposed to a chest mount where your hands are almost in the way. All you see is the hands. The hands are like the composition of the video. That's all that there is. You don't really see the point of view that much. With this sort of head mount, I like seeing your hands and hook sets, or even when you have a fish in the net, or you're getting the hook out of the fish, you're going to see all that. With this, you're not. It just sort of cuts that out, because you have to manipulate the angle with the GoPro to get past the brim of the hat, and then it's too high. All right. So what I do for the most part, before I go on to the next one, a lot of times is I have these little housings, and here's a housing over here. This is my other one. This is my homemade one made by a friend of mine, and I've actually made two like this. I mean, it's all beat up. It's not really fashion sense, but it works the best, and it gives you the best point of view. But I get these housings, right, to house the GoPro, and there's a little piece right here, and I cut it out. I take some snips and I cut it out. That way I can attach a micro USB, the other side's a USB. I'll go in there, and then I will take this end, and I've got, as you can see, I got like a little slit here. So I'll run that through here, and then run it through this. Sorry, it's a little twist tie right here. I'll run the wire through that so it's not flopping in the wind. And then I usually, in my life vest, I'll have a pocket, and I'll use one of these banks, power banks or whatnot, and I'll plug the USB into it, whatnot. I got another one here. This one's made by Anchor. And then you can basically run that GoPro all day long. You can run it for 8 hours as opposed to changing out batteries. Now, if I'm going to go surf casting or something like that, I will, I'd probably just change out batteries. It's just easier sometimes. It depends what I'm in the mood for. All right, so I showed you this one, this one, and I have some footage where you can check out the actual view. And then this one, this is a homemade one. So I have just that circle mount that goes, a lot of times you'll put that on like tripods or whatnot. And then we just put a 1/4-inch screw with a washer through the brim of the hat. You know, and this one, obviously adjustable here. It fits on like this. It fits like a normal hat. That downward pressure, you don't, it's not there. You don't get it because of where it's mounted further back. It's similar to this one. You don't get that downward pressure on your forehead. You got to mount it all the way back on the brim here. The angle, you can get multiple angles by moving it. I'm going to get I sort of angle it very similar to like, almost like that. Actually, maybe a little higher, like that. It doesn't pick up the brim of the hat, and you're going to get all those hook sets in there. You're going to get the hook sets. You're going to be doing any type of fumbling, or you have to net a fish, or all my surf casting videos, I've used this. You can check those out on my channel, and you'll see. I get the you get the hook sets, and you get, like, if I have to take the hook out of the fish or whatever, you get all that footage. So I'm looking down, and it's almost in perfect line of my eye, and there's no obstructions, as opposed to like a chest mount or one of these other mounts that have those problematic problems. So this is, as you can see, so got a little thing like that. Like I said, I run the wire through. I mean, this one's beat up. Obviously, I got like fish hands and I touch the brim and whatnot, but it's really easy to make. It doesn't cost any, it doesn't really cost much. You know, it costs less than $1 for the hardware. And then most of us who do have GoPros and are using GoPros, you have multiple ones with this. I think this is actually the one, like when you buy like a new GoPro, this is the piece that sits inside that box, the mount that it comes with in the box, and you just take that off. They're a dime a dozen. You can buy them. You can buy aftermarket ones, and it's not a problem. But that's what I got for you. I have, there's another one on YouTube, Big Fish 108, bass fishing. I'm fishing out of my kayak. I catch some bass. And you can see that one too. All right, that's all I got for us. Please subscribe to the channel and make some comments. And till next time, I'll see you later. Bye.